Let's take question number 26. Question number 26 is a paragraph based question in which we have been provided with a source, and the source is talking about the movement in the town. So in this it is clearly depicting about the non-cooperation movement. Let us take the paragraph. So in the first paragraph it has been provided the participation of the people in the cities and the role of Justice Party. While in the second paragraph, it has been provided the effect of non-cooperation on the economic front. And we have been given with the following questions. So let's take the first part of the question number 26. It says, explain the role of Justice Party in boycotting the council election. So in this, it is asking the role of Justice Party in boycotting the council election. And the role of Justice Party what? That it wanted to contest election of the council as it was one of the way of gaining some power. So Justice Party was in the mood of getting some power in the assembly through the council election. So I hope that you have understood this question. और अगर आपने इसका आंसर सेम लिखा है देन आपको इस सवाल के 1 मार्क्स मिलेंगे. So I hope that you have understood this question. Let's move to the second part of question number 26, which says, how was the effects of non-cooperation on the economic front dramatic? So it is asking कि किस तरीके से non-cooperation movement का effect economic front पे dramatic था. So answer to this question is the effect of non-cooperation movement on economic front was dramatic in the following ways. First, the foreign goods were boycotted, which leads to the decline in the trade. So, declining in the trade was the major effect on economic front, which affected the British exports. Second point, picketing of the liquor shop also had an effect on the foreign trade. So, as this question was of 1 mark, so you need to write any one of the given points here. और अगर आपने अपना आंसर इन दोनों पॉइंट में से कोई एक लिखा है then surely you are going to get 1 mark for this question. So let's move to the third part of this question. It says, explain the effect of boycott movement on foreign textile trade. So it is asking about the effect of the boycott movement on the foreign textile trade, and the answer to this question is the effect of the boycott movement on the textile trade are: first, the import of foreign cloth was halved between 1921 and 1922, that is nothing but during non-cooperation movement. Second is, this led to the decline in the value of import from 102 crore to 57 crore. And the third point is, the merchants and traders refused to trade in the foreign goods or finance foreign trade as a part of the boycott movement. So here you need to write any 1 point among these 3, and if you have written like this then surely you are going to get 1 mark for this question. So this question was of 3 marks, constituted 3 questions. So I hope that you have understood these questions really well. Let's move to the next one. Let's take question number 27. It is asking to suggest any 3 ways to improve health and nutritional status of the people in India. So it is asking to give any 3 measures to improve health and nutritional status of the people living in India. And the answer to this question is by providing adequate provision of basic health and educational facilities. So we know, dear students, that government is providing basic health and educational facilities to the people in order to improve the health and nutritional status. Second is the public distribution system scheme, which must function properly. So only public distribution system scheme is not enough, but also the functioning of PDS system is very much important here in order to improve the health and the nutritional status of the people of India. Third, the PDS shops such as the ration shop must be regulated properly so that the problems of the people gets rectified. So many times the people have the problem that the PDS system or the ration shop is not working properly. So if such problems are occurring at the frequent intervals. So it is posing a problem specifically in the nutritional status of the people of India. So this points take care of this thing and rectify the problem, especially in the ration shop. So ये क्वेश्चन 3 मार्क्स का था और अगर आपने इन तीनों पॉइंट्स को लिखा है then surely you are going to get 3 marks for this question. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. Let's move to the next question. The question number 28 has two questions in it. So we'll be taking the first part of the question number 28. It says, describe the importance of the judicious use of resources. So it is asking you to describe the importance of the judicious use of resources. And the answer to this question is that, and if we are using the resources judiciously, then it will help in the human survival and maintain the quality of life. Second, it will solve many problems related to socio-economic aspect and environmental aspect. Third, it reduces the rate of overexploitation and sustain or maintain the developmental activity for a longer period of time. So that was the importance of judicious use of resources, and this question was for 3 marks, and if you have written in such a manner, then surely you are going to get 3 marks for this question. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. Let's move to the or part of the same question. The question says, describe the different steps of resource planning. So it is asking you to describe different phases of resource planning. This question is from the chapter Resources and Development. So let's take the answer of this question. Different steps of resource planning are: number 1, identification and inventory of the resources across the region of the country. Now this point involves surveying of the resource, the mapping of the resource, the qualitative and quantitative estimation and measurement of the resources. So if you want to plan for a particular resources, then you have to know the location of it, and that can happen with the help of identification and inventory of the resources in the particular region through the methods of surveying, mapping, qualitative and quantitative estimation and measurement of that particular resource. Now, second step to resource planning is by knowing the quantity and quality of resources, accordingly evolve a planning structure endowed with the appropriate technology, skill and institutional setup for implementing resource development plans. So after identifying the resources and its quality and quantity, we need to have a proper planning structure for that, and for that we are evolving a particular planning structure which includes appropriate technology, skills and institutional setup. So let's move to the third step of resource planning, that is matching the resource development plans with overall national development plans. So the resource development plan has to match with the overall national development goal. So that was the 3 steps to resource planning, and this question was for 3 marks, and if you have given your answer in this manner, then surely you are going to get 3 marks for this question. So I hope that you have understood this question really well. With this question, we have come to an end of section B. Let's take the questions from section C.